So RELL's actually made some pretty amazing changes, and they address a lot of the concerns I personally had, and I know a lot of people, you guys, had them as well. And seeing them actually make changes based on community feedback is actually a really big deal, so I'm definitely happy to make this video. But the first change RELL's made has to do with the light fruit. If you guys didn't know, when they revealed the light fruit, it had an axe. Escanor's axe actually apparently was literally the model from Holy War X. And when this was initially revealed, I mean, a lot of people were not happy with it. A lot of people were like, why isn't it the katana? That's not Kizaru. That's not One Piece. And I think it was being dragged to an extent. Like, I really don't think it being an axe was that big of a deal, but I will say at the same time, I would have rather it been the light sword. So you might be thinking, did they change it to the light sword? Well, they actually didn't, but they did something even better in my opinion. They made it so the light fruit has multiple weapon options to actually pick from. You got the light axe, you got the light sword now, you got a light like dagger type katana, shorter sword, and you got a light gun, which is actually insane. Now, my favorite thing has got to be the light gun. I'm assuming it's going to shoot light bullets. Those are probably going to be very fast, and I already wanted to go gun and I wanted to go light already in RELL, so now I can go gun and light at the same time, and it works perfectly. Now, the only potential concern I could see from people when they actually see this is, are other fruits also going to have this same mechanic? Because if no other fruit has a similar mechanic to this, I could definitely see this fruit being leagues and bounds above the other ones, because it already looked very strong from what we've seen. And I guess a specific example of another fruit that could have something like this would be, like, for example, the ice fruit. The ice fruit could have ice swords, ice guns, and, you know, anything that can essentially make physical things could be like this. And if we're being 100% realistic, you could even do the same thing with like the flame fruit, but maybe it will shoot flame bullets instead of changing the whole weapon. It would just maybe actually be like an enchant, but there's also an enchant system, so I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be doing. If I did have to guess, I wouldn't expect this to be a thing for a lot of fruits. This might just be a light exclusive thing, or maybe a few select fruits, but I wouldn't expect it to be a common thing. Now, the second big change RELL's made actually has to do with the mirror fruit, and we was literally just talking about that. If we look at the initial RELL's devlog 2, they actually changed Enkai from being the big fire thing that Ace used to more of like a normal scale, and then the ult was like a cutscene. Like, they essentially shrunk Enkai and turned it from his ultimate ability into a normal scale, if that makes any sense. And that might sound fine, but if you go back and watch the Mera showcase and compare it to the other fruits, it does feel a bit underwhelming in my opinion. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, it feels like he's missing his ultimate because they turned his ultimate into a normal scale. But a while ago, they did say they were going to change Mera to make it better because they did hear the feedback, and it looks like that actually happened. The RELL brothers posted a picture of them using the Mera or the flame fruit and them using the ice fruit, essentially recreating the whole Punk Hazard situation with the Kainu versus Aokiji. And if you look at the flame fruit in this image, you can clearly tell that is not the small baby Enkai they had before. That is a full size, or at least a way bigger Enkai than they had before. Now, I'm not sure if this means they made Enkai the ultimate ability, or it's just still a regular scale, but it's way bigger now. Either way though, I definitely am happy with the change. And also, what I really didn't mention is that's the first time we've actually seen the ice fruit as well, if you look to the right side of your screen. Maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've ever seen any actual sneak of the ice fruit. Now, from the looks of it, he's either starting to pop Ice Age or he just started popping it. I don't know exactly, but it looks like he's mid-motion if you look at the stance he's in, so I'm pretty sure he's midway popping Ice Age, and maybe that ice around him is like the starting animation. Now, a while ago, they was talking about showcasing pretty much all the fruits, so maybe we'll get ice in devlog 3, or maybe we'll get all the fruits in devlog 3. We just gotta wait and see. But if it's not decided, RELL brothers, and you're listening, definitely throw that ice in devlog 3. That's one of my personal favorite fruits, and I feel like it's just one of the most popular fruits in general. We're trying to see it. But as I'm sure a lot of you guys remember, underwater exploration is going to be a big thing in RELL's, and there is going to be a lot of sea beasts and just a lot of underwater creatures. And we did see 2 underwater creatures, or leviathans, before, but now they showed all of them, or at least all of the leviathans. Or maybe that's actually not correct, because there is 6 if you guys count the ones on screen right now, and they did say there's 7 total depths to the sea, so there's definitely 1 missing. So my guess is that the first depth of the sea is not going to have an actual leviathan there, or maybe at the actual deepest part of the sea there's going to be a different type of boss thing there that's not a normal leviathan, and they're not trying to show it right now. I don't know, that's just my guess. But if you guys do remember, they did confirm the green leviathan for layer 2, and I'm pretty sure they confirmed the black leviathan for layer 3. So I guess the rest of them are for like 4, 5, 6, and 7, or for 1, 4, 5, and 6, I'm assuming. But let me know how you guys feel about the changes and also just the new news in general. I also want to mention I haven't uploaded in like 8 days, so I'm gonna apologize for that. The consistent upload should be back. I've been you know what I'm saying, busy and also mentally tweaking. But if y'all want to do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, it takes 1 second and does a lot for the channel, so I'd appreciate it. Thank y'all, love y'all, later.